Well, with me, I'm currently searching for a job because I've recently graduated. I've become really interested in multiculturalism. So I grew up in a multicultural area of Sydney anyway, so that's been a big part of my life. So I've been trying to get into like something in that field, maybe refugee mentoring, maybe the Japan Foundation. I can put on my resume that I've been to a place overseas, so I have that worldly sort of knowledge, especially if I apply for a place like the Japan Foundation or anything to do with Japanese studies, then I'll be looked upon favourably because I have been to Japan. I haven't just read it in a textbook, I've actually lived it.
Well, it's helped me narrow down the sort of areas that I'd want to specialise in my law program. So when I was overseas, I studied international human rights and labour law, and it wasn't just the passion of my professor that really inspired me, but it was also the content itself, and it really just opened my eyes to such an interesting area and different ideas and different ways of learning. And so I think it's sort of inspired me to possibly want to work in that sort of field, possibly something to do with industrial relations. Yeah, and I guess it's also helped me decide whether I'm more of a litigator or whether I'm more transactional and like paper-based, like what's my style. So it's really helped me, and it just added such a versatility to my program, and I'm so glad I went.
And other things as well, I did work out about my career path. So while I did initially assume that I was going to go into developmental psychology, it was while I was there I worked out that that's a very excellent field to be in, but maybe it wasn't what I was suited for. And so I did try and network and research about, is there any other avenues that I could go into. Talking to the carers that were working there was very interesting as well, because I found out how they got into where they are, and they talked about other avenues and other areas of work that they've been in, which actually I found interesting. I found ones that they had done that I thought, oh, that'd be fantastic for me. And then through them I found contacts, which was quite helpful, and was able to speak to other people in the industry. So there was a lot of networking aspect to it as well. And talking to the clients too. That was a big part as well, about how they got into where they were. And a lot of them had lots of tips and advice to add, which was interesting as well, that they were such a resource of knowledge and they almost had been disheartened by their experiences. So it was a learning experience in trying to bring the strength out of the people, which I think has influenced the degree I'm in now, and also the career path I've taken now is trying to bring out people's strengths.
Okay, so previously I was very much focused on the corporate industry, going into a law firm for commercial sort of work. However, now that I've seen this whole community sector, I think it's really widened the opportunities out there. I'd never really considered a career in community legal centres, but after attending a few conferences focusing on community legal education, I've just been really inspired by the kind of people that work there. They don't work there because that's the only place they got into, they work there out of choice. I mean, some of the people that I'm working with at the legal centre I'm at, they are Harvard law graduates. They're completing masters, PhDs, so it's quite inspiring to work with such academically charged people, however not for commercial purposes, but rather just for, improving access to justice for disadvantaged people.